Hello, everybody. This is Grace with Grace on a Journey Channelings. Welcome to the new fellow travelers, and to those of you returning, welcome back. You are loved, valued, and very much appreciated. Now, let's take this time and show ourselves some love. Give yourself a big hug. Gentle reminder, it's important to balance our chakras every day. Let's do our chakra exercise. Crown chakra. I know I am infinite. Third eye chakra, I see. I see a bright future. Throat chakra, I speak. I speak it into existence. Heart chakra, I love. I love me. Solar plexus chakra, I can do anything that I want to do. Sacral chakra, I feel content. Root chakra, I have. I have a spiritual support team that's got my back. That's what I have. Now, I was debating on if I wanted to start my channeling before or the cards that I have in a spread. Something's telling me to begin with the channeling, so that's what we're going to do for today. So I'm pretty proud of today's title because it shows my creative side. And it's to the point. You feel me? So today's title is The Ferry Ride to Hell. Yeah, y'all heard that right. The Ferry Ride to Hell. Now, this came about because of basically the past couple of years in my life where I took a wrong turn, so to speak. I took a wrong turn by not following my intuition and allowing a demon into my life. A demon that mind manipulated me using his witchcraft and sorcery and coven. Learning that now, like at the time I wasn't aware that he was into the occult even, right? I thought this is somebody that was sincere in his words, that He just knew about the church, that he claimed to be very sheltered. His parents were very strict. His father was a pastor. He wants to be a pastor. You know, he never did drugs before. What other lies was I told? He was a quiet person, didn't believe about in going to clubs and partying, and, you know, he's a quiet person, and, you know, all under the category of BS, because he was an imposter, because he came into my life to be the con artist that he is. He came into my life to destroy my life. But because God is in control, today I have him on his knees. And everyone else that accompanies him on their knees. Now, the ferry ride to hell is very much connected to Ferry gone wrong. Judas, Ferry gone wrong. Now, Judas and his crew, including the mistress of death. They call her Morgan. I said Morgan. That's her name. And they're in cahoots, right? At the time that I made the acquaintance of Judas, Ferry gone wrong, he was residing in Miami, Florida. I made his acquaintance at Palantino Restaurant in Wynwood. There I met, let's call her Nene, because Nene knows how to tell the truth. I met someone who I thought resembled her age in truth and maturity, who took the opportunity to lie to me and basically co-sign what Ferry Gone Wrong told me, stating that he owned the restaurant and he's the boss and he's in charge and he's the man and so forth. Come to find out that was all a lie. Come to find out that was the protocol on how to bring in the next victim of sex and human trafficking. That part. At the time, I thought they were simple people who just had a business and so forth. But further in communication with Ferry Gone Wrong, he shared about that neighborhood wasn't one of the safest places In fact, drug deals are done in the back in association with dirty cops that are aware of it. Okay. Isn't that right, Ferry gone wrong? See, I got to make sure that I got my facts straight because I refuse to tell lies like the only thing you majored in your life. Because we know it's not a high school diploma. Am I right? You said you went to high school. I'm waiting for the diploma. Am I right? Okay, because I'm the one who had to utilize and waste my time and try to create a resume for you. Embellish it. Let's be honest. But could not locate or identify, and you had amnesia, couldn't recall what school you went to. Am I right? So this is why I give you a pass and say your accreditation came from your masters at being a liar. Okay? Now, you lied from me from the beginning. You lied when you said my name is Fritz. Do you see the symbolic meaning there? Like when you lie from an introduction, I want y'all to seize what I'm saying here. It means a lot. Okay? Because this is someone that you claim you had interest in. This is someone you claim, oh, I want a wife, and all this desperation that I should have ran away from. But I fell for the hype. I fell for the hype because I was raised in the church, and I'm hearing man of God doesn't go clubbing, easy going, works hard, has a business, does well for himself, can support himself, and has a child that he's supporting as well. Responsible parent. Someone who claims he never went to jail, someone who claims he never did drugs, that pretend character appeared worth my time. But you live and learn, right? Right? So I learned. And so we're not crying about that today. We're not crying about that at all. But I'm the type to not allow anything to bring disruption in my life, to not wake everyone up in my circle concerning ways to avoid the same pitfalls. Any area of my life, when surveyed, that consists of any trauma, crisis, or disruption, you will notice I transmute the energy. We all go through ups and downs. But number one, I'm not going to stay down. And number two, ain't nobody in my circle that I'm allowed to stay down. Yes, you're going to stand up. You're going to brush your shoulders off. You're going to put your head up. And you're going to keep going. Because That is what I'm called to do. That is what I'm gifted to do. That is what I've been doing all of my life. Transformation, transformation, transformation. Because nobody, nothing, no place, no power can keep me down. Now I know I don't have to prove that, because I know you are all witnessing that. Your coven, evil coven, infected coven, cursed coven included. You tried. I'll give it to you. You tried. Let me say that one more time. You tried. But you failed. Right? You failed. Take this opportunity. Do something right for the first time in your lives. And confess. Confess your corruption. Because that's what's killing you. That is why you're dying. Can I make it any more real? That is why you're dying. Okay? That is why you have your diagnosis. Sis. You understand plural? That is why you're going to jail. That is why you are going to be deported. That is why some of you will die in jail. Now you could laugh or you could recall what I've shared in the past. Did it ever come to pass? In fact, are you witnessing it in your lives today? See, when you came for me, you came to disrupt my life. You came to steal from me. You came, you stole from me. You came, you exploited me sexually. You came, you drugged me. You came and didn't even skip a beat in trying to bring me down. By all means necessary. Understand, as I told you, I would watch you get judged. And today is the day. Today is the day you get judged. Right. There's a lot of things I won't even say on here. Because, number one, I'm led on what I should be saying. And number two, I have something called tact that y'all need to use a dictionary to learn about, to get introduced to, right? It's not club lingo. How would you know? It's not whole lingo. How would you know? It's not a drug deal. How would you know? Right? Y'all have no clue. No clue on how to act right. No clue, because you have no home training. No clue, because it's inherited. Now, I know a lot of y'all, I won't say all of y'all, because that's not the truth. Because I'm more insightful than you know. In fact, I know, just like some others that have caught the attention of many members in society, that when it comes to me, I'm either hated or loved. Say I'm lying. You can't, because you know it's the truth. There's no middle with me, because I'm either hated or I'm loved. Now, there are others in society that have certain plateaus, whether they are in politics, whether they are in hip hop, whether they are in rap. Y'all know who they are. And I'm not going to be throwing out any names. But y'all know other personalities, don't you? That are loved or hated. You feel me? Because we come in our truth, right? We don't care about your feedback. You feel me? We're not in need of validation. You feel me? I'm hearing Jesus walks with me. Get a clue. Get a clue. You either love us or you hate us. And this is one of the reasons why I don't spend any time in trying to win a popularity contest. As a matter of fact, our interaction is by the grace of God. I do what I do because I'm called to do what I do. Those that know me understand that I can be very much of a private person. That my business is my business. But because God called me to live out loud, to teach people that He can do for them what He's done for me, this is the only reason we interact. Many of you would never be in my circle. Can I be honest? I said, can I be honest? You would need a certain qualification. You feel me? I don't stand on the corner. I don't have a bag of tricks. It's not about hustling for me. I believe in working hard and achieving your dreams. I believe in following the beat of your own drums. It's not about keeping up with the Joneses. Who are the Joneses? Why do they matter? Could somebody tell me? because that memo must have escaped me. I don't care who's living, how they living. I care about those that I love and those who love me back. And this is why, although I don't love labels, I know I love hard. And those that love me back know that it is a plus to have me on their team. I said those that know me, not those that hate me out of jealousy, but those that know me. Know that if I'm in their camp, I'm going to stand with them. And this is why 99% of people who enter my life remain civil. No matter if we grow apart, we remain civil. We don't burn bridges over here. Bridges are burned when you try to kill me. Okay? Bridges are burned when you try to kill my son. Okay? Bridges are burned when you stole from me. Okay? Bridges are burned when you slander my name. When you do defamations of character. Bridges are burned when you lie and say I'm a drug addict when I've never done drugs one day in my entire existence. And that is something that is usually shared in form of a joke, because when sharing with those that make my acquaintance regarding drugs, and if I've ever tried any drugs, the response I always give them, I grew up in Say No to Drugs campaign. Only a few may understand what I mean by that. It was always on the TV. Say no to drugs. Say no to drugs. Nancy Reagan. Say no to drugs. It was drilled in my head, right? So it never came up for me. Went to middle school and uncovered one of my fellow classmates. I remember his name even. Started dressing really fresh. Latest sneakers and, latest outfits and haircut every day. And this was a change. This is not how he started the school year. And everyone witnessed it. And this was in middle school. This is when I moved down south. And this fellow classmate said, The reason why we are noticing these changes in his life is because he does what he has to do. And when people wanted further explanation, he's like, do you want a job? And this is how I first made the acquaintance of anybody who even was connected to drugs. Okay. I myself, when I learned that, I'll be honest, I formed a negative opinion about him. That doesn't mean I didn't continue to remain civil. He was a classmate, and he did no harm to me. And so I recall being civil with him. But I also recall he did end up getting in trouble. All this to say that if you're going to lie on someone, just make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? Make it make sense. All right? Because, like I said, went out all through my high school years and never participated in drugs. Okay. In fact, in high school, I never witnessed it. I never heard any talk of it. I'm sure it went on, but it just never went on in my circle, you know. And the type of upbringing I had, there was no time to go out. Okay. There was no time to hang out. Okay. Because it was school and home. Okay. Because my parents did not give me the liberties that others in my age group had. Okay. To the point, I didn't go to prom. All right. I didn't even go to homecoming. All right. And that's because, no, we hear what happens to girls when they go to prom. And we hear what happens to girls when they go to homecoming. And I remember there was a class trip, a senior class trip to Disney World. And I wanted to even go there. Nah, you ain't going nowhere. See, you're not going to bring no teenage pregnancy home. So you're going to keep your butt home. Okay. So I grew up very sheltered. I did not approve of a lot of the things that I was being denied. I thought it wasn't fair. But today I understand why. Why my parents were so strict. And I also understand why it has influenced who I am. Because I was able to mature and become an adult and do what I wanted to do when I was mature enough to make the right decisions. And I'm not here trying to tell people how to live their lives or how to raise their kids. What I'm here to tell you is when you invite structure and discipline in your households and you're raising kids, it does assist in who you send out into this world. It does influence on if they live in integrity, if they believe in truth, if they treat people like they want to be treated. Yes, there is academic education. But I also believe in home training. And a lot of adults, for lack of a better way of saying it, have become delinquents because of the fact they didn't have home training, right? They didn't have the examples. They weren't taught how to be honest, how to respect themselves, how to respect others. And I'm the one that accepts you as you are. I don't even care if you have home training or no home training. It becomes my business when you begin to paint a picture of me as you. That's when it becomes my business. So suggesting that I am judgmental or I am, unfriendly or stuck up is more of the effect of your sugar boogers, because all throughout my life, I've been in helping careers. If it wasn't in teaching, it was a drug addiction counselor. It was a mental illness counselor. It was working in a homeless shelter for those that had dual diagnosis, mental illness and drug addiction and homelessness. And some with diseases that you can't give back. Okay? I was the one counseling them. I was the one caring for them. I was the one going to their rooms and making sure everything was in order. Okay? I was the one giving them passes to go to the thrift store and get clothing. And it wasn't as if I wasn't one-on-one with them. We were very close in interaction. So I've never been one that was afraid to be with the people. Okay? Because some of y'all claim that you are for the people, but it doesn't show on your resumes. Can we be real? I said, can we be real? Being with the people is not going once a year on Thanksgiving to a homeless shelter or a soup kitchen and saying, oh, you do missionary work. Can you have a seat? I mean, several seats. See, I've been on the field, right? I made a name for myself, right? I've learned what I had to learn, right? I've changed lives, right? I've touched lives, right? I've assisted in healing, right? So those of you that want to dare to utter my name, right, from your walks of life, right, and create I'm trying to be nice here. I'm really trying to be nice, y'all. Stories that only someone who is drug addicted can put together and have the audacity to share with others shows I'm just taken back, because to say and to know that you are hopeless is so sad. To be hopeless is so pitiful. It's so pathetic. It's sad. Anybody that tries to incriminate, antagonize, rape, kill, steal from anybody who's doing God's work, who comes in truth and transparency, who has nothing to hide, who's take it or leave it. And you decide to be their op. Yes, you are hopeless. You heard it from me. Okay? Because it is channeled. You are hopeless. And that is sad. Anybody that has connected and signed up to do spell work on me without knowing the story, you understand? Just hearing, when she dies, you can get this amount of money, and, she's gonna die, so, we're all gonna feast on her. Yes, you cannibals. Isn't that what you are? You are cannibals. You feast and sacrifice human beings, right? And then Sunday morning you go to church and you condemn the person that you're feasting on, stating that they are demonic because they are uncovering your truths. Right, pastors? Right, prophets? Right? Church members? Church mothers? Deacons and deaconess? Right? In your world, the one who brings the word of truth is the demon, right? After all, you believe in eating the body and drinking the blood, right? Right? God never once said that you have the right to be using his name and his word in your demonic rituals, targeting people, going online. I'm saying this to save somebody's life. connecting with others on social media, fronting as if you're holier than thou. Doing divination work on them. Then deciding who's your next victim. Isn't that how it goes? I said, isn't that how it goes? I'm sure the death mistress and morgue and death mistress knows. I'm sure Judas Ferry gone wrong knows. I'm sure his family members knows. And this is the season that the unmasking begins. Yes, I said begins. Okay. I said begins because this is the beginning. This ain't going away anytime soon. If you thought that taste of medicine that's being shoved down your throats is where it's going to stop, let me be the first to tell you, it ain't going to stop. It never will. You signed up for this. As a matter of fact, your next generation is next up. They will inherit your sins. I'm just letting you know right now. The hell you're living, the hell that's causing you to consider suicide, no, it ain't over after you do that. Can I be honest? It ain't over after you do that. Your children will and must pay. These are channeled messages. Your children will and must pay. There are debts to be paid. You see, there were people that were killed. I said people because you are career criminals. You've been doing this for a while. And this is why God utilized me to put you down. You understand? Because there are people that don't know how to utilize their mouth. That don't know how to say how they've been hurt. How they're being gang-stalked. How they are tired. You see, there are days I wake up and say, can they disappear? Like, these people actually think I give a damn. Like, they actually think I want to wake up in every day and be disgusted by their presence. When I'm the type that throws away trash. I never throw away trash and miss it. Like, once I discover you're a cannibal, you're a rapist, you're a pedophile, you are a crackhead, you are The list is too long. You're a prostitute that calls others prostitutes. Meanwhile, you are the prostitute. You're a gigolo calling women prostitutes. Meanwhile, you are a gigolo. Your energy is too negative to concentrate on. In fact, the only reason why I have revelations in regards to you is because they are given to me. Never once have I gone and I pulled cards to find out your business. I said never once. Do you understand? See, that's what makes the difference from someone that's anointed and someone that's a wannabe. Because everything you know about me is through your cards, ain't it? Ain't it? Catch up. But what you hot dogs don't know is the fact that I don't have to do all that. I channel everything. People, I channel things I won't even tell you. Those of you who are gifted understand your gifts are for you. And I know who you are because you are the ones who are not broadcasting it. Because you know very well the envy that surrounds you. These gifts are made to assist you and your families, those that love you. These gifts are meant for you to utilize to help those that are in sincere need, not those that are pretending, right? And don't you ever go out there and disclose, I can do this, I could do that, I can do this, I can do that. Because you can be stupid, but you can also utilize wisdom, right? Choose wisely. Ain't nobody impressed about your gifts. In fact, they want to kill you for it. In fact, there are practitioners out there telling people, if you kill so-and-so, you can inherit their gifts. You can become clairvoyant. You can receive messages. You can. And so today you're receiving the message. Once you become aware, because many of you will become more aware of those hidden talents that you have. Learn to keep them to yourselves. Learn to teach them to your children. Learn to train them that the information you're releasing to them is for them and your bloodline. Did you take that down? Because somebody needs to take that down. You understand? This is not information for wannabes, right? This is information for those that are in your bloodline. And not everyone in your bloodline is meant to have access to that type of information. Your spiritual support team will tell you exactly who it is that you need to train. In fact, they will also tell you what families can never, did I stress never? Never be connected to you. Because a lot of the spiritual warfare you guys are witnessing has occurred before. Over and over and over. Our ancestors are not friends. A lot of you have enemies with those that your ancestors had enemies with their ancestors. In case you didn't know, now you know. This is very deeply rooted. And this is why the discipline is so harsh. Because what your ancestors did to mine, you tried to do to me. And I'm meant to be free. So you thought somebody was going to play with you? Is that what you thought? This is why everything you wanted for me, you wanted me dead, you wanted me to go to jail, you wanted me to have disease, you wanted me to be homeless, you wanted me to be broke, you wanted me to have no love, you wanted. Right? You wanted it because I refused to sleep with you. Right? Mistress of death with the name of morgue. You were so desperate in your lesbianism that you signed up for my class with the excuse of teach me how to rehabilitate from my mental disorders. I assisted you with teaching you tools on how to do that. And in your cowardness, you did not take the liberty to say, I am sleeping with the idiot that you call a husband. In fact, it would have been so much easier for you to step out of your cowardness and say it. See the difference between me and y'all. Y'all want to get loud. Y'all want to threaten. Y'all want to curse. Y'all want to say, you can do this. You can do that. Oh, you got me. You can hurt me. You can kill me, right? But see the difference between me and you. I say what I got to say. Right? Ain't nobody trembling over here. Not for one of you punks. Not for none of you punks. Infested punks. Who's scared of you? Y'all hard, right? But who's scared of you though? As I said before, Y'all think that y'all could control me, that y'all could come for me, that y'all can do this, y'all can do that. But you forget. Hey, you forgot that I'm protected. That's what got you on your ass, ain't it? Say I'm not protected. Because you know that's all you do is lie. Y'all can't do a damn. And the thing is, I told y'all this. I said in front of the entire community. Now, let me rephrase that. Because it wasn't the only entire community. I said on an international platform, you would be judged. You're not only being judged with the fact that you're cruel, that you're thieves, that you're rapists, that you're pedophiles. If you're not a drug dealer, that you're married to one. If you're not a thief, that you're married to one. So you're either Mrs. Pedophile or Mrs. Thief, or you're a baby mama to a thief or baby mama to a pedophile. So you have a child that is inheriting the pedophile bloodline. You have a child that is inheriting the theft bloodline. You have a child that is inheriting the mental illness bloodline. Yes, you cursed. I said, yes, you're cursed. And regardless on how you feel about my interpretations, I am called to speak the truth, and so that I will. And as long as I speak the truth, I stay protected. So you best believe I'ma stay on my post. Ain't nobody going nowhere. Like I said, what you are experiencing right now, which is the hell that you have self-induced in your lives, you will induce it forever. Ain't no turning back. And those of you out there that's allowing others to manipulate your mind and telling you, oh, reconcile. You better recognize the devil. I said y'all better recognize the devil. Sometimes they come in pretty dresses. Sometimes they come in suit and tie. Sometimes they come as a friend or a family member. Sometimes they come with the I'm sorry. I was mentally ill. I'm sorry. I was taking drugs. I'm sorry. The bottle took over me. I'm sorry. I was jealous. Sit your behind down. Because I'm not fazed. I'm not fazed or convinced. And let me tell someone out there, because I'm receiving these messages and I just want them to save lives, right? You will hear confirmation. You will hear those that tell you that, oh, it doesn't matter what you decide. It doesn't matter who you go with. You'll still go at the same destination. Let me try to tell y'all something. Okay? Now I'm going to ask you to ask God to give you intelligence. That's number one. And I'm so sincere about that. Because some of y'all y'all been hot dogs enough, right? And it's time to catch up. Okay? You need to recognize manipulation for what it is. Some of these readers that are out there that's telling you this crap is because they're being paid to do it. Okay? And others are because they're so weak and they're not even called in that profession that they are themselves are being manipulated. And something else I was taught on my journey, which is very simple. A reader is just a reader. Did you hear me? A reader is just a reader. They are not God, right? They are not your spiritual support team, right? They are not your ancestors, right? And so utilizing the information that they give you solely is stepping your foot into your coffin. When you listen to a reader, confirmation. What they tell you, you go to God with it. You feel me? You pray about it. You ask for discernment. You ask for confirmation. You ask for truth and clarity. You understand? Because they said the sky is red and you see it's blue, but they say it's red, doesn't mean it's red. I said pray for intelligence. Pray for wisdom. Pray for guidance. Pray for clarity. Pray to make it today. Because a lot of you are lost. A lot of you were under the leadership of those that you thought were called to be teachers, but they were imposters. And this is why you will witness their judgment, because of the fact that those in leadership affect masses of people. And so if you're leading people the wrong way, you're going to have a debt to pay. You feel me? Because number one, you're going to deal with the wrath of God. Number two, you're going to deal with all their ancestors. You feel me? Every single person you fooled, you played, you got to go in the wrong direction, you lied, you said, your wife is cheating on you. You said, your wife has this, your wife is broke is a joke, your wife. Let me try to tell y'all something. You're going to have to deal with the person's life that you destroyed. Okay? Like I said, you're going to deal with God. You're going to deal with their ancestors. You're going to deal with the person's life that you've destroyed. You're going to deal with their angels. You're going to deal. I said you're going to deal. Because although I'm not in that category of failing my test, because I'm 100, you feel me? One thing I know for certain, hey, if somebody had played me, to the point that I lost everything. Damn, that must hurt. I know that hurts, yo. It hurts, ain't it? I'm not even going to tell you what thoughts comes up in the minds, of those you messed up. Because I hear some of those thoughts. And none of y'all are safe. I remember telling y'all, there is no honor among thieves. But y'all thought it was a joke, right? Oh, it's funny. It's time to laugh. Hee hee ha ha. But now it's time to pay, ain't it? Now it's time for Judas Ferry gone wrong to figure out how he's going to get out of this one. How he's going to explain to the courts about a fraudulent marriage. How he's going to explain to the courts about attempted murder. How he's going to explain to the courts about money laundering. How is he going to explain to the courts about defamation of character? About slandering? About kidnapping? About sexual trafficking? Oh, he got a lot to explain, ain't it? It sounds like he got a lot to explain. Mind you, that's just one corner he's dealing with. Because he got that child support on his ass too, ain't it? Right? And he also got the back to sender in health or illness, ain't it? He also got to figure out how to get out of this financial rut. Yeah. That's a self-made hell right there. No, I'm not sorry for you. I'd be lying. Right? I got to be in my truth. I'd be lying. I did ask for justice. Yes, God, I want justice for the fact that these cannibals were trying to eat me alive. And take me to the morgue. Under the leadership of the death mistress. Also known as the horse with the limp. She's a horse looking for transportation because she has a limp. Child, let me tell you what God told me. It was brought to my attention that the reason why the horse with the limp is experiencing so much illness is because she's paying her debt. She has harmed a lot of people. She has killed a lot of people. This is why she said it with her own mouth in my presence, that everything was falling apart. Since 2018, she made that commentary that everything was falling apart because she had some type of surgery, gastro, whatever they call it, bypass. Because she was tired of being a fat ass. Her words. Her words and her lover at the time's words. That was his pet name for her. Fat ass. So she said she was having issues with the heart, everything issue here, issue here. And basically, the reason why she's going through all of these things, the reason why she walks with the limp, the reason why she deals with her diseases, plural, is because of the fact that once you put them out there, they always come back. So you are paying for what you've done. And the same goes for you, Judas, Ferry gone wrong. All the diseases that you have called on to yourself by sending them in the ways to bring havoc and sorrow to others' lives. You are experiencing them because you sent them out. You remember the spirits of Jezebel, the mental illnesses, the suicide spells, remember all of those things that you sent my way? You remember every last one of them? You see, when God uses someone to be an example, his signature's all over it. Everything you sent. In fact, everything you did to me, you're experiencing now, huh? You're experiencing being betrayed, being lied on, being rejected, being ostracized, being broke, being mentally ill. Ain't it? You think it's a coincidence? I think not. You are paying for what you did. You thought you could come and play me because you was the top, whatever the lie that you told yourself. And then someone else played you like a yo-yo. I ain't mad at her or him. That must have felt so good when you found out. Glad you found your baby daddy. Inside joke. But as I was saying, everything you did to me, you are experiencing. And if you haven't experienced it yet, it's coming. I said it's coming. So those of you that sign up to participate in spells to send death spells and everything is coming up for you. Okay? And the funny thing is, ain't no way out of this. Ain't no way out. Ain't no one to call for help. Not even 911. Because once you are dealing with the wrath of God, yo, it's for the world to see. It's for the world to see. Because, like I said, I can't feel sorry for none of y'all because it's unjust. Number one, even if I did do something, it still would be unjust. But the fact that my hands are clean, the fact that everything you said was a lie, the fact that you stole from me but said I stole from you, the fact that the death mistress had the audacity to entertain the psychotic notion that I could ever be connected to her in any way intimately, besides grosses me out and brings me nausea. I don't even have the words. That's just so disgusting. Your fantasies don't become real because you say them out loud. I want somebody who's ill to get that together. Okay? Your fantasies don't become real because you say them out loud. Look at you, morgue. Death. Mistress. Only someone that is on your level would entertain that. I'm here to bring life. I can light up anyone who's been broken. I do not have the energy of death. And for you to make stories to suggest that I could be with, oh my God, I'm trying not to throw up right now. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. You are too disgusting. Are you serious? Let me tell y'all what y'all paying for right now. Saying I was a drug dealer, that I was addicted to drugs. Meanwhile, I never took drugs. Then you went as far as saying I'm a drug dealer. I would have to touch a drug to be a drug dealer, by the way. Then said that, what else? What else was revealed to me? Oh, that I was one of your peers, a prostitute. Child, did you take your medication? Clearly you didn't. Clearly you have no love, because if you did, somebody would have made you take your medication. Because prostitution is not my portion, honey. Ooh, the devil's a liar. You ain't nothing close to honey. But trash. That's better fitting for you. But nah, that can't be me. That must be someone from your bloodline that you saw in the corner. Because it can't be me. Okay? Let's get that straight. Okay? You side hoes have problems with understanding your lane. You understand? That's the problem. Because the fact is, I did have a marriage license, right? So you only made a spell on you and made you into a side hoe. You see how it goes? You was trying to do spells on me to send Jezebel spirits and blah, 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 and, home record. Meanwhile, the spell backfired and turned you into a quote-unquote home wrecker, into a quote-unquote side hoe. It turned you into everything that you claim that you did to me. Like, you want to be a magician, ain't it? You want to be able to manifest, ain't it? You want to be me, ain't it? But you ain't. Which would it be? You ain't. You ain't. You know why? Because you are too low vibrational. The only thing you can achieve, that's why you need to stay in your lane. The only thing you can achieve is that low vibrational sorcery stuff that you do. You cannot manifest anything high vibrational. I want that to somehow fit in that pea brain that you call a brain. I want you to understand that you cannot understand that, okay? You cannot manifest anything high vibrational because you're too low. You get it now? None of y'all can. All you can do is manifest high vibrational. And this is why I had to dump the trash out. Because soon as I dumped the trash out, I was able to keep my energy. The one you were stealing from. The one you were energy harvesting from. You hoes are so disgusting that you wait until a gigolo / Judas Farragon sleeps with someone that is high vibrational, and you want their rest. You don't even want him to shower. Who's lying? I just need her. I need her. I need her by any means necessary. Go sleep with her and come sleep with me. Disgusting. Oh! Now, I always used to hear, or you always used to have the understanding or the belief that I used to hate when I see people get so disgusted they spit. But your level of disgust, yeah, it calls for spitting. It really does. It's too disgusting. You know what I'm saying? To ask somebody to come sleep with you right after because, I want to be a divine feminine. I want to be like her. It's not fair. Why can't I be favored? Well, maybe if I do a podcast, maybe if I do a profile with her name and her face, maybe if I steal her license, maybe if I steal her social security, I can be her. Damn, y'all hoes stupid. I'm sorry. No, I ain't. But yeah, y'all stupid. Y'all so stupid. Really? It's like that? So you out here telling people, I ain't nobody, I'm nothing, you know what I'm saying? And then here you are crying that you ain't me. Here you are stealing my name and utilizing it on other platforms, stealing my work, stealing my creative work, things that I've written, things that I've said. Making profits off of it. You thought I didn't know? And this is why it doesn't make sense, because how are you out here dogging me out, right? In your, your chat rooms and everything. Evidence. Thanks for the evidence. How do we kill her? What is the plan? Meanwhile, you leave a cyber trail. You made purchases for ritual work. Online, dummies. I mean, y'all make it too easy for me to put y'all in your place, for real. Because, I mean, the amount of stupid in this story is like, it's unbelievable. It shows me that the universe is definitely on my side. Because they allowed you to be so stupid that you have unmasked yourselves in front of the world. And y'all supposed to be teachers, spiritual teachers. Y'all supposed to have gifts. So why you need to kill someone for gifts if you have gifts? Why you need to steal somebody's work if you're gifted? Why you need to sleep with someone without showering, with him without showering, if you wasn't born with it? If you was born with it. You know why? 'Cause you're a fake. Time to unmask yourselves. You're a wannabe. But you will never be. That's all it is. Life could be so easy for you if you just walked away. Because one thing about me is I don't look for trouble with nobody. But you come for me, I'ma show up. You heard? Don't come for me unless I send for you. Because if you come for me, I'ma show up. And you fools that still want to play games because I left his feminine behind in the past. And want to interfere with my life today. Want to interfere with those I love. Those I cherish. Those that are forever. Understand, everyone in my camp is protected. See, that's what kept that Judas Ferry gone wrong protected. The covering over me and my life. You understand? Notice after he got left behind is when he started in his addictions, in his alcoholism, in his hoish shit, all of that. It happened after I detached. You understand? So this is telling me, and this is confirming to you, that everyone in my circle is protected. And I mean everyone. And the reason why they are protected is because I have an assignment, right? And so because I have an assignment, God is going to provide me with all the types of support that I need in order to facilitate me to do the work that he's asked me to do. I need love. So he gave me love. I need joy. So he gave me joy. I want many things out of life. Many things I won't disclose. Because I know the haters are here. And that's none of their business. But everything I want, it was just the word I said. And I got it. I got it because I'm doing what he's asked me to do. I will never be in need. So you could continue your stupid money blockages and whatever, and keep having it come back to you. 'Cause I know you have loose screws. Right? Because you have loose screws, you continue doing the same thing over and over to get a different result. Insanity, right? That's what it's called. So your love blockages, your money blockages, your, house blockages, your whatever blockages y'all do. Understand, that's a gift from me to you. Because Please believe they gonna get back to senders. You feel me? Every last one of them. And those of you that thought y'all escaped, oh, I did something and I haven't received it yet. You wait on it. Oh, I'm thorough, honey. I am so thorough. You can call it petty. Can nothing go unpunished when it comes to me? Because I don't look for trouble and I don't ask for trouble. I don't care how you live. I don't care how you hoe. I don't care what you sell. I don't care where you go. As long as my name ain't in the equation. Because it is a lie. And so if it is a lie, I will stand up for mine. Whether it is my character, my reputation, my family, my name, I will stand up for mine. And I will continue to put you in your place. Below. So look up and hear me well. Walk away. Because it's too late. Ain't no I'm sorry right now. You joking, right? You seriously joking, right? Nah, ain't no I'm sorry right now. I'm just waiting on you to go to jail. You sick? Oh, that's on you. That's self-induced, ain't it? I didn't send sickness to you, did I? So if you go to jail sick, like I said, that's on you. But you must pay. I said you must pay. And I say this because I know not all of you went to jail yet. But all of you must go. Every last one of you. And those that need to get deported. Let me tell you. I had a revelation who's going to get deported. Woo, praise God. Yes. Yeah, I had a revelation. Some of y'all going to get deported. And so I don't feel sorry for y'all neither. Because you have no business being here with your satanic ways. Your cannibalism is not appreciated here. And anyone who is in association with you, connected to you, in your crew, are all exposing themselves to a ferry ride going to hell. That's why y'all need transportation, ain't it? That's why you thought I was your transportation. You thought that my blessings would cover you, right? You wanted to do communion with me, right? Drink the blood, eat the body, right? Right? You're about to do communion, but it'll be in hell. Okay? And y'all thought, oh, I'm clowning her. Right, harems? What I called y'all, harems? I forgot. Harems of horror. Yeah, that's your name. Y'all thought that y'all was clowning me because you took a loser. Meanwhile, it was revealed to me that he was using your whorish bodies to manifest me back into his life. Look into that. I said look into that because it's a fact. He didn't give a damn about you hoes. In fact, he didn't even want to go. I remember giving him the divorce papers and his reaction with sadness with sadness in his eyes. So you mean this is the last time I'm gonna see you? It's the last time if you slept with 62 men. No, 63. That's all I'll never forget. Because usually people would be like 60 or... First of all, how you get to the 60s? But he said, even if you sleep with 63 men, I would still take you back. What does that mean? He didn't want me to go nowhere. Right? It also meant that he deals with hoes. Because anybody who was in the 60s with bodies, oh, you a hoe. I'm sorry. No, I ain't. It's the truth. You a hoe. And this is why I knew I couldn't be with somebody who's used to hoes. That's why he was acting out the way he was. Because he pays y'all to do whatever he tells y'all to do. If he tells you to bark, if he tells you to get on the knees, if he tells you to eat. Well, you know. You know what you eat. Yeah. That's what female dogs do. But yeah, you can't be with hoes and you can't be with prostitutes and be with me at the same. Are you crazy? You have to be crazy. Meanwhile, why in your craziness would you think I would stay with your impotent behind? No, can we be honest? I said, can we be honest? Did you tell them how many years that we were not even husband and wife? That it was just on paper? I said years, plural. The lies you tell are ridiculous. Suggesting I'm your sugar mama is ridiculous. Because you would have to be given some kind of service, ain't it? And you wasn't equipped for that, ain't it? You didn't have the equipment for that. Ain't nothing working over there. You a straight joke, for real. Like, why would I stay? I just don't get it. I don't get how. Is it your face? Like, what exactly is it I'm supposed to be sweating here? Because first of all, you can't be a man. Second of all, it sure ain't your face. Third of all, it ain't your level of education. It ain't your charisma. It ain't your, none of that. Make it make sense. You was confused because you thought I was going to do what your harem of whores from, your harem of horrors do. I wasn't on your payroll. You get it? Because you can't afford to pay me. You know it. You could only dream. You could only dream. You cannot treat a woman that is not of that caliber rewind. You cannot treat a woman that is of a certain caliber like a whore. You understand? I'm not going to jump. I'm not going to ask you how high when you say jump. It don't work like that. Again, I'm not on your payroll. You know why? Because you ain't my boss. Yeah, this is your moment of rude awakening. This is the time for y'all to accept that y'all been telling yourselves lies for all this time. Lies to yourselves, lies to the community, and now you have put everyone in danger. Because anyone that's connected to you is exposed to the wrath of God. Anyone that participated in any of this foolishness is exposed to the wrath of God. A spiritual bath ain't gonna save you. Not when you came after somebody that God appointed to lift his people. If I'm guilty, that's the only thing I'm guilty of. Motivating people, encouraging people, empowering people, teaching people. And for that, you want me crucified. For that, I must pay. Does the world know that there was an email posted from the mistress of death, also known as morgue and evil, that stated, that was a reply that I made to her, and stated that after thinking about her proposal regarding working together or whatever it was that she proposed, that I'm hesitating I'm respectfully hesitating so we will not be moving forward in that direction. So how is it that you're going around telling people I'm crazy, that what is it? I'm not versed enough. I'm not coherent. I'm not talented enough. I'm not educated enough. I'm not anything, right? In fact, I'm nothing. But then you come and you request to partner with me. All of this proves that you're a liar. That you wanted to go into business with me because you illegally, spiritually, did divination work on me to find out what God had planned for me. I said me. I'm going to say it one more time. I know you slow. For me. Ain't nowhere in there. It says death, mistress, morgue, and evil. You see? Nowhere in there. But you thought with your pea brain that you could be me. God, I'm the one that's supposed to get the blessings. I'm Grace. Do you know that's an insult to God? Do you know what that's going to cost you? The same time you was trying to ruin my reputation and so forth and whatever. Meanwhile, you're trying to partner with me. Can you make it make sense? Because it don't make sense. That's why I posted it. For the world to see that you are a liar. You could not get over the fact that, number one, after you asked me to go to whatever, let's get our nails done. Let's go to drink smoothies. Let's. I was never interested and I never went. 'Cause I knew something was wrong with you. It kind of hinted at that when you was calling me 3 times a day. I was like, what is she on? You feel me? So you got butthurt. You got rejected. So because you got rejected, I'm going to say lies and I'm going to ruin her reputation. I'm going to ruin her marriage. Meanwhile, you were born to be a peasant. Was it not? You were not of royal blood, is it not? So, the concubine that you are and the maid that you're meant to be is actually what you did. You see, when you thought you separated me and that idiot that resembles a prize to you, you took the trash out. So you did your job, maid. You did your job. You took the trash out. And cohabitated with him because your environment is a trash bin. That's why there are many in your circle that discuss behind your back that you stink. I'm just telling you the messages. Yeah, I heard that you stink. Not only you, anywhere you live stinks. That's what happens when you take trash home, ain't it? Child, I could never be you. Meaning you could never be me. Okay? I really cannot carry your cross, okay? It's just too much. It's too much. That's not my portion. You understand? It's not. And that's why you want to be me, because you realize you ain't fill in the blank. Something that doesn't smell good. But what I'm here to tell you is the ferry ride to hell, oh, that trip was canceled. You feel me? I said the trip is canceled. Now, the channeled songs I got today, I got more than one. I got 2 channeled songs. And I was very surprised by the first one, because I'm like, why do I keep hearing that song? Because I haven't heard it in a long time. So why do I keep hearing it? And the song is, "Who's Johnny?" she said. And you know that song. It's from the 80s, right? And I didn't get it because, first of all, it's just a repetitive, "Who's Johnny?" she said. And, you know, she says it over and over and over. Well, it's said over and over. It's a song by Elder Barge, right? So I said, let me go into the lyrics and figure out what this message is. And then when I got into it, it's like, "Who's Johnny? Who's Johnny? Who's Johnny? Who's Johnny?" she said. "I don't remember who's Johnny," she said, and turned the other way, left me standing there. You know what that's telling me? That's telling me that was a mind manipulation. She don't even know who the hell Johnny is. "Who's Johnny? Who's Johnny? Who's Johnny?" she said. How come she doesn't know Johnny? Johnny knows her. And she turned the other way. That's telling me she left him behind. And left me standing there, confirming it's over. A lot of times y'all hear a song and you overlook it. You don't look into it. right? Well, I'm here to tell you, you might want to look into it. Even if you don't even know the song, word for word, there's YouTube. There's Google. You don't even have to listen to the song if you don't want to. You could read the lyrics. But the point is, there's a message. There's a message. She didn't know who Johnny was. Number one, Johnny was lying. Johnny was an imposter. There was no truth in Johnny. Johnny was a con artist. Okay? Johnny utilized spell work for mind manipulation. Right? So she turned the other way. Because even for your spell work, there is an expiration date. You feel me? So as she woke up, she turned the other way and left him standing there. That's it. Right? The other channeled song I have was, there is a clean version and there's a radio version. I'm choosing to utilize the radio version, which is Did It On Them by Nicki Minaj. I enjoyed listening to it for many, many reasons. But some of the key verses that gave me messages to channel. Let me shake it off. And we don't need a mediator. Just let them bums blow steam, radiator. That was an earthquake. Itch with a B. You felt the ground shake, right? A lot of bad itches with the B begging me to F1. Could that mean that undercover lesbian wanted to sleep with somebody? Wanted to turn her out? Wanting to infect her with her disease? You see, a lot of y'all don't know that they targeting you, okay? Especially if they feel that you fit under the category of chosen, because they know very well that we can heal ourselves. They know very well that we don't get infected with that crap. You feel me? To the point that my God allowed that Judas, Ferry gone wrong, to be under the spell that his harem whores of horror did on him, because he married me and made him limp. You see, when God favors you, he's not going to expose you to trash. He's going to allow their foolery to go on if it benefits you. And that's what God did for me. Because he was too nasty. Some of y'all start acting a fool when the relationship ends, not realizing it's a gift. These harem whores of horror are going around. They don't care if you're man or woman. They just want you to lay them just like they are a mattress bed, a cum bucket, right? So they could somehow get your essence, get your favor, get your creativity, get your love. They thirst for your blood. And that's why you need to watch your back. Because a lot of movies you're watching are imitations of life. It's not just make-believe anymore. In fact, it never was. They really out here trying to snatch your body. And if you are not strong spiritually, you're going to get left behind. Roaming endlessly without your body. When you notice people are monsters, literal monsters, you disconnect from them because they can bring harm. Okay? You make sure that your children know their last names. Because this can never happen again. That bloodline and your bloodline must not mix. In fact, there was an agenda. It was revealed to me that those of you that are chosen are generational curse breakers. And although I do not even like to utilize the term karmic, but we'll use it for this moment. They know that we will leave legacies, that we're destined for greatness. So their instructions from the dark side is to come and bring corruption to our bloodline. To come and have children with us, so then our generations, our future generations would not receive their inheritance of favor. Because once you mix with them, they lose it. And this is why people like me who have favor over our lives did not multiply with the karmic. Not because we can't have children, but because our ancestors said, hell no. We won't go. They cursed. We ain't. And so there is an agenda for those of them that are cursed, that are trying to connect with those of you that are not, to bring favor to their bloodline. It's time for y'all to wake up, because y'all been sleeping too long. I mean, y'all gonna have to pray that lazy away and wake up. Because that's what's going on. And I thank God we didn't multiply. Please believe me. I don't think I've ever smiled this wide before. Yo, thank you, God. We did not multiply. For real, for real, for real. I can't do that to my bloodline. No, no, no. Thank you, beloved ancestors. No, no, no. Not at all. Be careful who you mate with. Be careful who you connect with. Because there's something called, besides the scientific or the medical STD, sexual transmitted diseases, there's also spiritual transmitted diseases. When they sleep with you and then they bring all of this evil to you because they sleep with everybody, you feel me? They got all these bodies, all these soul ties, and they bring it to you. And then if you're not protected and it overpowers you and you don't know how to position yourself in the presence of God and connect to God, ask to be cleansed, ask to be healed, ask to be delivered, ask for a rebirth. Those of you that don't know how to do that, well, it leads to death. This is why you cannot connect to them. This is why there ain't no going back. This is why there's no reconciliation. This is why they will attempt to connect with you, because they want to infect you too. Do you understand? I said, do you understand? So those of you that don't care about your lives and you just care about your ego, or you care about your familiarity, understand the cost that comes along with that. Don't surrender to becoming a pillar of salt. Those who hear, hear. I said those who hear, hear. And the last verse that she said that that brought a message is, but I'ma eat them rat itches with a B. When the chef comes, throw some fresh ones. Yeah. Meaning you will overpower them, right? They will be trashed because it's time for some fresh ones. A lot of people have been fronting on these streets like they have some type of spiritual anointing in their lives and they don't. Well, they're about to make room by any means necessary. I said by any means necessary, says God. Because it's time for some fresh ones. Ones that are sincere in heart, ones that are transparent, ones that are not trying to pretend, ones that are not holy rollers, ones that understand there is duality in everything. There are times you come with love. There are times you set the record straight. Balance is the fruit of the universe. Ain't no time to be pretending that you just loving light, loving light, loving light. Meanwhile, you've been attacked day and night. Okay? You are being called to stand up for yourselves. Okay? You're being called to say no when it's needed. Okay? You're being called to set boundaries. Okay? You're being called to reject the accursed. Okay? You're being called to not multiply with those from a cursed bloodline. Okay? That part. Either you want your bloodline to move forward or you want to go back in ranking. But those of us that move forward can't get touched. You feel me? I said we can't get touched. So they could play the games they want to play. And in the end, they'll realize they played out of the tree of life. You used to be air. Now you're gone near. Oh, you surely gone. You are surely gone like Nair, honey. Used to be here. Now you gone like Nair. Nikki. Now those of you who are imposters, the message I received is, y'all ain't nothing but temple thieves. Okay? Coming to temples to corrupt the temples. Trying to energy harvest by doing spell work. And imposing your Jezebel spirits on those that are chosen in order to harvest their favor. Well, temple thieves, these are your judgment days, plural. What time is it? It's time to shine while your kind whines. Newsflash. Real eyes recognize real lies. You see, that gummy jaws and worn out knee mystery school / coven is unaccredited. You guys are fake spiritualists of a high vibration. And you need to unmask yourselves because you are of a low vibration. Accept who you are. Know thyself. Stop pretending you are of a higher vibration when you are of a lower vibration because you're exposing yourselves. You're not bearing any fruit of high vibration. So how then are you high vibrational? You ain't fooling nobody but yourselves. Because everyone is witnessing dis-ease in your lives, in areas of physical, mental, and spiritual. Explain that. You want to hear me explain it? Back to sender. That's the diagnosis. Back to sender. Your businesses are collapsing. You're being called for lawsuits. Copyright infringements. You are weak links. Sinkholes of doom. I remember when I discarded Judas Ferry gone wrong and told him over the phone that I'm moving on. So we will not be talking anymore. You mean I can't call you sometime? I can't call to check up on you? I can't. Where you going? Where you going to move to? Who you going to be with? Where you going to be? What you going to do? Meanwhile, he's taking notes so he could go do spell work on it, right? He thought I had no clue, right? But if he recalls, he would have realized how general I was. I gave him no specifics to know nothing. Because I already knew you was the enemy since 2019. That's why you played yourself for 2020, 2022, 2021. Because I been knew you was a fake. So why then would I be telling you my plans, my future, what I'm going to do, who I'm going to be with, what we going to do? I'm not you. That would be gullible. That's you. You so gullible, you recently got played, ain't it? They stole all your money, ain't it? They lied on you, ain't it? They blackmailed you, ain't it? Who thought you was gullible? Well, we don't have to think now. We know now. But I recall you was like, well, can you at least wean me off? And I was thinking to myself, I've never heard anybody say, can you at least wean me off because you say you don't want to talk to them anymore? Like, I didn't get it. A grown man, right? quote unquote. But that's what you do in desperations. You ask to be weaned off. And no, I don't wean anybody off. Especially when all I would be weaning you off is telling you my business. There was nothing else going on. Remember, you wasn't showing up as a man. Am I right? Wean you off for what? That part. And the audacity, really, the audacity of claiming I was doing this, I was doing that. Meanwhile, I was minding my business and living my life and building my foundations. But accusing me of doing things that you eat for breakfast was totally uncalled for and unacceptable. I may be the first woman that you ever encountered that was loyal, but I've proven that some women are loyal. You feel me? Even in your impotence, I didn't allow myself to be going around to connect to anybody, not even an emotional connection. Not even that. You see, when I'm in a relationship, regardless if it's going downhill, I'm in it. You know when I move on? Once I say bye. Because I could say bye. Can't nobody stop me from saying bye. When I say bye, understand I've already moved on. Because I processed it in my head. Because once I go, I'm not coming back. By no means necessary. So all the lies you told about infidelity, meanwhile, you were having an affair. You were supposedly having someone pregnant. You were with hoes and prostitutes. Oh, I could go on. You know I could go on, right? You know what I could say, right? Yeah, man. Your tactics were very down low. But God is addressing it. Don't worry about it. But this is what everyone's witnessing. You being in desperation, you wanting people to wean you off, you're afraid to grow up, you're afraid to be a man, you're afraid to be responsible, you're afraid to take care of yourself, but you all in everybody's business. But you have the audacity to try to control people's lives and play God in people's lives. Due to your God complex, meanwhile, you don't have your life together. None of y'all do in that circle. Not one. Because if you did, at least one of y'all would have had a moral compass. Not one of y'all did. And you could lie to yourself right now and say you have one now. But I'm hearing that's a lie. I said that's a lie. You ain't nowhere close to be healed. At all. In these judgment days, you will be witnessing spiritual liens being addressed. Okay. evil coven, and contagious succubus and incubus covens will be exposed. Due to your evil, you will be disease-ridden. You will experience bankruptcy. You will repetitively receive back to senders / death traps. You will be exposed to foreclosure in the communities. So those that want to be in your circle, go right ahead. Because energy is contagious. So if that's the type of energy you want around you, who am I to have you to change your path? I'm just here speaking the truth and sharing some wisdom. Yes, some of you will experience jail time. And the senior citizen prostitution ring, y'all all going down. From top cougar to the ones in training. And that is your legacy. And when it was revealed to me that he was just using your bodies to manifest me, reminded me of a revelation that I had, that there was a back and forth between you two, because he called you my name. I was cracking up. I was like, why do I need to know all of this? For real. Like, I already threw the trash out, but to hear that back and forth, my God, that's embarrassing, ain't it? It's really embarrassing. So you that was laughing at me, quote unquote, empowering women, right? Meanwhile, you was laughing at me because you were saying that I was getting sexually exploited, right? So you can benefit, right? And energy harvest, right? And it was funny, right? Isn't it ironic how you were being sexually exploited as well to manifest me? Ouch or amen. See, the exploiting can go all around. What you do to one comes back to you. So in fact, you were being energy harvested as well. You see how slow you are? See how I helped you to figure that out? You see why I'm the teacher? That part. You went as far as trying to set me up by using my identity while doing crimes online. Like God wasn't watching. Well, God was watching. I said God was watching. That's why it was revealed to me. So desperate to bring me down so you could pretend to be me. I'm the Empress. I'm this, I'm that. I'm a wannabe. That's what you said. That's what you need to be saying. You need to say, I'm a wannabe. Okay? I know your injected lips may be heavy, but practice. I'm a wannabe. Try to move them. Try to move them. Hot dog, it's time to catch up. I said hot dog, it's time to catch up. Y'all one sorry case of sorry. I don't know. You know, it's a shame. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain things you would never imagine you would have to be training people of a certain age, your elders. You know what I'm saying? I said your elders. Common sense. But common sense is not so common, apparently. You know, so here I am teaching you guys to have some morals. Because you are infecting the community with your immorality. Now, the first card I got was God liberating the oppressed. Amen. Deliverance from persecution. Amen. Cures mental illness. Amen. Self-atonement. Amen. You see, sometimes your mental illness is related to your circle. You see, once you disconnect with some people, your sanity returns. You no longer have depression. You no longer have to experience the sadness that you had on a daily basis. Because it is their energy, their baggage, their luggage that they put on you because they're too lazy to heal themselves. And so those that walk away, by the grace of God, you are now liberated from the oppressed. Okay? Leave them behind and don't look behind. Okay? The next card is communication, insight, enlightenment, spiritual clarity and wisdom, acquiring the answers needed. All from the mouth of God. Okay. The next card is ferocity. Y'all don't want God's wrath. I'm trying to tell y'all. I know you atheists pretending that y'all Christian. I know. The joke's on you, but I know. But y'all don't want the wrath of God. Okay? Clearly y'all don't want it. Because you're witnessing loud and clear that when God steps into the picture, oh, you gonna feel it. You gonna feel that earthquake. Okay? You gonna feel that earthquake. And know what it is. And see the signature. Next card is God, the kindness giver, healing, preserves health, cures diseases. Following that is rebirth. When God removed me from that dungeon of evil that kidnapped me, it changed my life, and it granted me a rebirth to leave behind everything associated with that season in my life. And I can tell you, ever since I detached myself from these demons called Christians that are fake, I have been experiencing healing, I feel joy in my soul. I know that I am loved. Oh, God has been good to me. I said God has been good to me. He has allowed me to experience the love I shower others with to receive. I want to be in my feminine energy. Okay? In that, I shall receive love. Okay? I love who loves me back. And that's forever. The next card is deceit. Following deceit is emotional withdrawal. You see, once you deceive somebody, let me rephrase that. Once you deceive me, there's no U-turn, because trust is non-negotiable when it comes to being in my circle. So you got just but one time, if you have one time, because there won't be a second time. I expect what I give. If I come in my truth, I expect the truth. And so, yes, when I'm done, I'm really done. Emotional withdrawal. As much as I can love, I could care less. My love goes to those that deserve it. Take it or leave it. Next card is Beelzebub. Makes manifest the apparitions of demons and sets them upon men to destroy them with vices. Yeah, these monitoring spirits and all that. They all are on a mission. They utilize spell work to send monitoring spirits to discover your life once you detach and what you're doing, where you are and who you with. But as I've shared with you before, that you can protect yourself, right? You can protect your privacy. Spiritually as well. And this is why you need to do your homework to learn how. Study, read a book. Discover how to protect yourself spiritually, how to keep your vibrations high. And I should be honest with you as well and say, this type of protection is only afforded to those that are of a higher vibration. Regardless on how much you pay for your spell works and who you pay, your privacy will not be protected if you are in the wrong. And that's a fact. As a matter of fact, once you try to invade someone's privacy and do divination work on them, you're basically an open book to them. They know your life. You see, you could have avoided that by stop fronting, by stop going to readers, utilizing someone else's birthday, someone else's name, pretending to be them. That part. Yeah, I know. And I also know what you're being fed is crap. Yeah. Y'all don't even know the half. Y'all want to know, I know. But y'all don't even know the half. And y'all will never know. Because y'all need to mind your business. That's why y'all got left behind, because you could not concentrate on your business. All you was concentrating was on me, your God, in your head, if you were to keep it real. Because if you didn't view me as such, you would not give me so much importance that you would be chasing me, investigating on me, gang stalking me, doing spell work for how many years? Meanwhile, I haven't given you a phone call. Clearly, I don't like you. That's why I don't care if you don't like me, because I don't like you. It's all right. I don't have to like you. You don't have to like me. In fact, you could disappear. Go away. Ain't nobody inviting you here. I know you be crying for friends, but ain't no friends of yours here. Okay, Mistress of Death? You need to go somewhere else to cry about, I don't have no friends. That part. Because ain't no friends for you around here. And that's a fact. Next card is solar plexus. Known as the internal sun, the solar plexus chakra supports our willpower, identity, and self-esteem. Societal factors, relationships, and various traumas all impact the functioning of our solar plexus. This can manifest as low self-esteem, codependency, addictions, and extreme cases of narcissism to compensate for feelings of lack. Okay? This is telling me that you wannabes may want to be working on your solar plexus. This is why you are narcissists. Okay? Because you've experienced traumas in your relationships, and so societal factors. That's why it's so important for you to have a certain status, and that's why you have to be imposters, because I want to be special. Okay, so what you might want to work on is your solar plexus. Okay? And the last card today is death and rebirth. That's telling me that you will never win. Because those that are truly chosen, whatever death that you place on them or in their lives, they will come back. Because they are phoenixes that rise. Okay? And so you know, I am who I am. In the eyes of God, nothing more, nothing less. I am who I am. That's right. In the eyes of God, nothing more and nothing less. I said I am who I am. In the eyes of God, nothing more and certainly nothing less. Peace.